Hi, Jerry Kafetz here with Omega Chemical, and I'm here to talk to you today about green truck washing, the use of green chemicals in truck washing, having an environmental concern like many of us do, and dealing with customers who have environmental concerns. I'm going to address the subject of green truck washing. What I'm not going to do is probably what a lot of other people do, and that is put a carrot on the end of the stick and see who reaches out to grab it. And I'll explain what I mean in a few minutes here. I have a little too much respect for truck washers to do that and to play that game. I was a truck washer myself, washed trucks through 7 Chicago winters, washed over 300,000 trucks myself, so I know how hard you guys work, and I'm not going to play the carrot on the stick game when it comes to green truck washing chemicals, and this is what I mean by that. There are two fundamental and conflicting principles when it comes to talking about green truck washing products, and I'm not going to play that game. Here's what those conflicting principles are. If you want a 20-to-1 brightener, all right, that works with cold water, no brushing, that you can buy for $5 to $6 a gallon, and you want that product to be an environmentally friendly green product that you can just let go into the ground, I got news for you. That's a carrot on the stick, and you can reach for it all you want. You're just going to spin your wheels and spend your money, and it's not going to happen. Now, there's a ton of people out there in this business who will tell you it is going to happen. Maybe they know something I don't know, but I've been in this for 25 years, and I know what goes on at the end of the wand. And I'm here to tell you that those two principles, the principle of green truck washing chemicals and the principle of effective truck washing, there's a great deal of difficulty in meshing those two together. I think that we've done that, and this is not an infomercial, this is an educational video, but I'm going to tell you how we've done that, and we haven't reinvented the wheel here. I'm going to tell you what I personally believe is the only effective way to have a green operation in the truck washing, the fleet washing, the mobile washing, the pressure washing business. And that is basically this. It is basically the two-step method. And here's why I say that. You have to have chemical aggressiveness in order to be efficient in fleet washing. That means you have to have low pH products and high pH products. Other than that, you've got a lubricant for your brushes. And if you've watched our videos and been to our websites and read our blogs, you know that what we're all about is eliminating the brushing. The Fred Flintstone method will not make you any money. It'll make you wages. All right? And there's a ton of reasons why that's no fun. I don't have to tell you what they are. Now, what does the two-step system do that is so environmentally acceptable and friendly? It does this. It achieves the goal that you're trying to achieve, and that is having a pH neutral runoff. All right, a pH neutral runoff. But you've done it with chemicals that are aggressive, that have both high and low pH, and therein is the secret. They neutralize each other in the washing process, and what goes into the ground and what goes into the sewers is a pH neutral runoff. It has road film, which was on the truck anyway, which came from the environment, and salts, different kinds of salts. That's all that it has. Nobody's going to get upset about that. The other way to do that, there is another way to do that, and that is to use a product that's high in its alkaline nature, like Omega Chemicals number 2 truck wash, the Pro White. Use that the way it's designed to be used, and that is on trucks, on the surface of trucks, synthetic surfaces, and use the Safety Bright aluminum brightener, which was the first true citrus brightener in the United States back in the 80s. We didn't even know what to name it, citrus anything, because that wasn't a popular concept back then. But it is a true citrus brightener. And if you use that on trailers, you'll be fine at 20-to-1 cold water, no brushing. And if you use the number 2 truck wash on the tractors, you'll be fine at 20-to-1 cold water, no brushing. Both of those products, assuming that you wash an equal number of trucks and trailers, will go into the ground together, neutralize each other, and not present a chemical environmental hazard or something undesirable to the environment by virtue of what a truck washer or fleet washer puts into the ground in the process of washing the fleets. So there you go. You also have something that you have to understand, and your customer needs to understand. It may not be in his best interest to have you out there paying $8, $9 a gallon for chemicals that you can only use at 5 to 1 or maybe less, and you have to brush. Why? Because you're probably not going to be around that long to service that account. Okay, that's the hard way to go. That's the hard way to go. The environmental friendly and effective way to wash trucks is either the two-step process or using two chemicals that are different in their nature, their chemical nature, their pH, one on tractors, one on trailers. They neutralize each other in the rinsing process, and there's no real need for recovery. There's no need for recovery. What goes into the ground and goes into the sewers is not going to have such a pH factor to its nature that's going to upset the ecosystem or upset the biological processes that go on in waste treatment plants. So there you go. Take a look at our website. There's a whole section there, and there's a video, I believe, on the two-step truck washing system. But this is how it applies to green truck washing. I'm Jerry Kafitz with Omega Chemical.